Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back. I'm your host, B. Wright, co-host
J. Bell.
And this is
Final Thoughts.
Today's topic, Aries Spears versus Lizzo. Let's check it out.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her shit, yo? Like, as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji.
Yo.
Very beautiful girl. She got a very pretty face. But she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. Listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world. But I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. Listen, I know I'm trending right now because of the Lizzo joke. And I just want to say, man, a lot of you women are funny, with the critiques. I ain't funny, I'm fat, unattractive, no woman wants me. They always try to hurt you with what works for you the most. That's what they try to hurt. That's like you break up and you go, that's why you got a little wee-wee and you can't screw. But you've been with him for years. I'm 32 years in this game and I ain't funny. I'm 32 years in this game and I ain't never got no meow. That's hilarious. Y'all don't deal in logic and sense. You deal in emotion and anger. Come with something that's not subjective. Me being unfunny, unattractive, that's not a fact. That's subjective. Stop leading with emotion and anger and come with facts. You heard me? DM me for the link to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. And if there's any women out there that want to give me some meow for some of this, holla at me.
So. He was kind of going in.
Yeah, he did.
He really did. My whole, I guess I'll start with what I didn't like about this, right? Because it's plenty. Okay. So, I don't like that this just came out of completely left field.
What the heck was that?
Right? The dude was like, so what do you think about... Oh no, he was like, you know who makes good music? You know who makes good music? Lizzo. Like, she's really... And then he just goes on, yeah, but she looked like the shit emoji. And it's like, what?
Why? Why are you doing this?
What?
I laughed.
What?
Fuck it, I'm gonna be honest.
I did laugh a little bit because it was so like, what?
Not sure if he was aiming for comic relief, but I laughed. Go ahead.
But I was just like, this is so out of left field. Nobody was talking about. He was literally talking about her music.
Yeah.
And he went with that, and it was kind of like, yo, like, is this a setup? Like,
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
it makes me feel like this was planned, because that was so out of left field that it was like, is he just trying to like get, cause a little controversy and get his name out there and get people talking? If so,
it worked.
I won.
It did work.
That's one thing you can count on being famous. Well, not one thing, two things that I know. If you fat shame a woman,
I'm in trouble.
or talk about anything dealing with the LGBT community in a negative way, you will become famous.
You will be number one trending.
Especially if you're already famous. Let me put that, because we can't just go on and
Nobody cares what we think.
But if you are already famous person, I consider Aries Spears a famous person, right? Yeah, it's the whole point. It's the whole, it's the reason why he was trending on, well, one of the reasons.
No, that pause, bro.
We'll get to that.
The biggest reason is coming.
Yeah.
But,
he was basically just, at least to me, it seemed like he was trying to start some stuff to get people talking. And it worked.
Here we are.
Because here we are talking about it.
I won.
And so it was that and the hypocrisy of it all, to me, just like, if you are a fat person, like, you you don't get to talk about other fat people. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like, I don't care if you're a man or woman. It's like an ugly dude calling another person ugly. It's like, nigga, you
Show bitch ass up.
you in the same boat. What are you talking about?
That ugly is subjective, right?
Fuck out of here.
Shut your dumb ass up.
You know.
Flavor Flav.
You know.
My bad.
Like, if you are a fat person, man or woman, you shouldn't be disparaging anybody else for being fat. Cause I could
Spit it out, man.
I could understand somebody in shape saying that, and I feel like a lot of people would be more understanding of it. If you in shape and saying that, you can get away with it. You can't be Aries Spears calling people fat, though.
It's like that blind leading up blind.
That boy
Man.
D Young, huh? Lord. But that was those are my issues with Aries Spears. I don't know if what he was saying was like supposed to be a joke. It didn't really come off that way initially, so I was kind of like, I don't know. It was funny, but whatever. But my main issues with it is like the hypocrisy of it, and like, what are you talking about? This wasn't the topic of conversation.
Yeah, because he was like, she got to put the eclairs down, and I was like, well, you look like you put the eclair up.
You bench pressing.
So it's kind of like, you know,
eclairs.
he admitted in I think another interview maybe that he got type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and it's just like,
word,
my nigga.
I bet you a big Popeye chicken eating motherfucker, ain't you?
Where did this come from?
What? It's like a 5'6" dude saying a 5'5" dude is short. Don't fuck with him. Like,
Me, I'm tight as fuck.
cause you an inch taller? Like,
I mean, I get it.
Cause you're arguably an inch taller?
I don't get it.
What if the 5'6" dude bald and the 5'5" dude
He got
hair? Yeah.
He got a flat
So
top.
like,
What are we talking about here? Huh?
it's just like, come on, man, that's crazy. So I did disagree with that too. Like,
Yeah.
bro, and he went on to say that he's a fat guy and all that kind of stuff like that. But he did have a point when he said that nobody cares about what did he say? Like,
Spit it out, bro.
Rick Ross. He brought up Rick Ross not having a shirt on, and people could be like, he's fat.
But it doesn't matter because he still gets women and he's still paid.
Yeah.
That part is true. Like, as far as like body type for men, us getting out of shape, we still have other avenues of attracting women, right? Which is kind of, the
Money,
beauty
money,
of
money,
it.
money.
It's the beauty of it. That's why I'm okay with being a guy. I would choose this every time because we can get you with money, we can get you with talent, we can get you with good looks. Or we can just be funny.
That's how I win, because I know I ain't the cutest mofo.
You show is ugly.
But I got that little jokey joke.
Keep telling your jokes, man.
Yeah. What is it? The more jokes you tell, and the eyes squint, they can't see how ugly you are.
Keep telling your jokes, playboy.
Hey. I'm sexy at night, baby. Midnight especially. Go ahead.
He's only sexy at the top of the hour. But he was in the areas that he was like wilding on. He did actually make some decent points after the fact.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We gotta acknowledge that or whatnot.
He wasn't getting no poon.
Nah, get out of here. Like, he was, come on. Like you say, you can't be in the game 30 years and not get nothing. Like,
yeah.
And people, even, regular people mildly know who he is and whatnot. He can open up a show for, a bigger artist or a bigger comedian.
Oh, and,
yeah. There's so different avenues for him to get women. So yeah, it's not a really valid
Because he's a funny comedian to me. Like I've heard him do his whole impersonation of like Jay-Z and
he's always been good at that.
Other guys, and I'm like, bro, this is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. So
they be like, oh, he not funny. I'm like, okay, you're wrong. He's fat.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs.
He's a fat guy. He's a fat mother lover
bastard. That's what he is.
But he is funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I laughed. I'm like,
Yeah, I be laughing.
But it's
when he barked at the end of the thing.
What?
Son.
Why did you? I jumped a little like, what? What the?
Late. Y'all
Why?
want to give me some meow for a little. I was like, this nigga just bark for real? I did.
He
chuckle,
did.
son.
He did.
Chuckle.
He cackled. Like then he said, I'm cackling.
I guffawed is what I did.
Yeah.
I guffawed.
A loud, boisterous laughter.
That's what I did. But yeah, he had a point with that, with what he was saying. And for me, I was like, yo, you real defensive for the guy who really started this shit. Like you really stirred the pot. So, being all extra defensive about it is like, you kind of getting what you asked for at this point, But was he wrong about everything he said?
No, he wasn't wrong about everything he said. I mean, I think Lizzo isn't shaped like a doo-doo emoji.
Nice of you to say.
I mean, what? Oh my God.
No.
Now, do I think it was classy for her to wear assless pants? No. Do I think DJ Vlad had a point, or Vlad, whatever.
Yeah,
Vladimir, whatever. Did he have a point when he said it was Beyonce wearing something like that? Someone that looked with that kind of build versus her. Nobody would be saying nothing. I was like, I think he got a point there too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that was the one part that I disagreed with Aries. It sounded like he kind of tried to shift it and make it be vague or ambiguous.
It was
like I'm just like, huh? It's a different argument.
That's
man.
a different thing we talk about.
I was like, no, it's not. I think it's pretty clear. Like we wouldn't be reacting the way we were or are if it had been someone like Rihanna or Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion. Hey, Megan P.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, Thanos.
I think even they had pictures of like Nicki Minaj and other people like walking around like a Lakers game, or it might have been some kind of basketball game with their little cheeks out or whatnot, and that didn't really make the news the way Lizzo did.
Right. Because she was a bigger woman.
Because she was a big one, right? And that's the way it is, I guess, for now. Like you said, Vlad had a point with that. You have a more socially acceptable body. People don't really trip about you going shirtless or pantsless too much, because it's like it's something that you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't feel like nothing's wrong with that. Everybody's gonna have their opinion. A lot of people will say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I think there is a common beauty standard amongst human beings. That's just it. I don't make it. This is my theory. I don't know if it's proven to be a fact. It's just my theory. I think there's a common area of beauty that we all agree on, and when you become too big or too small, because people for some reason never focus on the too small part. Like he said in an interview, like you can't be like sticks in heels. I'm like, ew.
Ew, that's disgusting.
That's not appealing to me either. But also being big, like fat, is not appealing to me either. And a lot of people fit within that realm. That's just like if you take a picture of Flavor Flav and then Morris Chestnut. two black guys, right? So it's not like I said Thor, Chris Hemsworth, you know, or something like, you know.
Not Captain America.
Right, I took two black guys. Who do you think that people who are attracted to men would vote for, and who is the most attractive? Yeah. I'm willing to bet everything in my bank account that Morris Chestnut would win. Landslide.
Say it with me. Not even close.
Yeah. Not too tough of a gamble right there.
Yeah.
It's because beauty is on a bit of a gradient. It's like a sliding scale type of thing. Even if we say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, there's still a scale that we all judge people on, right? And this is a thing. And I know that some people are trying to do away with the scale, which is admirable. But even in doing that, you still have your own preference of what you call beautiful. You still have the scale of how you judge people. You just want the standard to be your scale.
Oh, he got bars.
Is all. That's the main thing. That's what I see anyway. You want to change the scale for it to be yours and not the scale that it is now.
Yeah. So like, this wasn't in the interview. I don't think we could post it. Maybe if we could, we'll try to figure it out.
It would be nice. Yeah.
But, you know, before we get to our last part, but I want to address this. So, Aries said something about a question, I guess, that he was asked about men paying for pussy. Right?
Yeah.
That was pretty much, if that was a title, that would be the title of the paper. Are you lame for paying for pussy? Because he's been in show business however long, he didn't got pussy. Like, is it bad to pay for it? And his thing was pretty much like, we men pay for it regardless. If you pay for it directly, like $200, I want the poon. Yeah. Or if you go on a series of dates called courtship and stuff like that, and then you get it. Yeah. What was your take on that?
No, he was.
Let's just address it.
Yeah,
you know.
he was right about that. There's directly or indirectly, you're paying for it in some form or fashion, right? And he was right in the critique of like judging or calling out women for judging men for paying for it, because you're paying for it regardless in one way or another, and calling people simps or losers or whatnot for paying for it. And I agree with him. It's just the nature of the beast, you know. Either you're gonna pay for it in dates, or you can pay for it directly. Whatever your preference is, you get to make that decision. But you can't say that he's lame for paying for it one way or another, because you're gonna come out of pocket for it anyway. Let's not pretend that that's not what the reality is, because a lot of women, y'all tell me if y'all go on a date with a guy and he doesn't pay for it the first date.
Ooh, shit.
Are you gonna go out on a date with him again?
Highly unlikely.
Probably not. So this is just the reality of the situation.
So he paid for the date. He got the poon afterwards. What'd he say? I win.
I won.
You sound like Thanos when he said
I'm glad you picked it up.
Inevitable. True story though. But my final thoughts on this is basically Aries was wilding off top, you know, like, come on, son. Like, this wasn't even the topic of conversation. How did we get here? Okay, we're here now. I think it's really hypocritical for a fat person to disparage another fat person because of their weight. That's just stupid to me. All day. That's what it is. I'm just like, wait, what? I don't understand. I get it. I get the point he was making, that men are judged differently by women as far as like our attractiveness. To me, that doesn't change the fact that you're like insulting someone because of their weight. Like whatever insult you give to her can literally be applied to you. So that's stupid to me. But all the other stuff, him talking about guys paying for the poom poom and all of that, and that to me, he was pretty much spot on with that when he was what
shaming like men and women.
Yeah,
like the shaming between the two.
Yeah. He was spot on about that. That the difference, there is a difference between a man being body shamed than a woman, because I think a lot of people are much more comfortable body shaming a man than they are a woman. Just being honest about it. That's the reality of it. Is it okay? I don't really think so. I don't think too many people are gonna do anything to change it, but that's where we are right now. So that's my critique about it. Aries Spears, he pretty freaking funny. I'm sure his ticket sales are gonna go up because of this, and I feel like that was the whole goal of this. So he won.
Conspiracy theorist.
He won. That's my final thoughts. What you think?
Oh man, my final thoughts not gonna be long at all. I thought the shit was funny because I'm toxic in that way. I'm toxic, bro. He did come from out of nowhere with the whole Lizzo thing. Was it planned? I don't know. I don't care. I got enjoyment out of the thing, out of the interview. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he was big spitting with everything, with the body shaming thing. Doo-doo emoji, like, nah, she not, bro. She just a big chick. I don't understand the animosity towards her. Really, I don't understand that. Like, dude asked you about the music she making. You just came from another whole direction. Like, yo, can you even address that though? Like, have you heard a song? Like, or not? Like, just why did we get to that?
Damn.
Like, he just, I don't care. He just came in with energy like that.
He was ready for it.
Yeah, that part I understand, but whatever. Is he a funny guy? He's a funny guy.
That's very funny.
He's a funny guy. I don't understand why
It's the accent, yo. It's the accent. That's what's doing it.
He is funny to me, dog. He's hilarious. It's like, dog, don't wild out on fat people when you fat too, dog. Then you come out and you say you got diabetes and all this kind of stuff. She gotta put the eclair down.
Nigga, so do you. You gotta put it down with her. Let's put it down together.
Let's work in tandem. We can do this, dude. What did they become workout buddies?
Oh my God!
I wouldn't die.
I hope it happens.
I hope I don't.
I hope.
That's all I got. This is too much, y'all. Oh baby, no. I can't do more than this, baby. No.
Yeah. So, thank y'all for listening to our literal ramblings. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment at the bottom. Appreciate y'all support. And I'm your host, B. Ryder. My co-host,
J. Bell.
This has been
Final Thoughts.